All right, welcome in everybody. Today we're going to talk about how to efficiently document pregnancy ultrasound and some different best practices surrounding that. So this is a test patient here you can see, and I've pulled up the DI order, which is, we're going to pretend I got it off my L-Jelly Bean. I don't want to open up my L-Jelly Bean, otherwise you'll see some patient data that we can't have on the video. So I opened my L-Jelly Bean and then I opened this DI, which has now been assigned to me with an attached document. So this scenario should look fairly familiar. So if I open up the ultrasound report here, you can see I now have my report attached because it has the paperclip attached down here. So when I open that up, I will see a pregnancy ultrasound. And you'll see this view right here. Now you can hit update. And when these are coming to you, the actual document is coming to you as a review document, but then it gets assigned to the outstanding diagnostic imaging order, which now becomes, so then it can pop into your box. And so with it now like this, you can, it should be reviewed already. This one, for example, wasn't, but it will be already reviewed. Now you can go ahead and unreview it if you want to be able to document right here, which I prefer to do. So then I open it up, I click unreview, and then I type right here. And then there's a couple different, one attendee today, Rusty, suggested that he likes to use a yellow sticky with kind of a template on it, which I think is a really cool idea. So I've created a basic one right here for the most commonly found things on an ultrasound. Hit copy, then you can go back to your order here, and then I can hit paste, and then I can fill in the blanks. So now with this view, I can just click and scroll right here, where I can click within my image and use my mouse scroller, which is a lot faster than multiple clicks on these little arrows right here, which are hard to find if you have bad eyes, which none of you do. So as you scroll here, this was just a PDF document I pulled off my desktop to be able to, for example purposes. And so from here, then I could type in, I can LDS Hospital form down. You will see the date on your scan. We'll say this was yesterday, 3/16/17, and I usually like to do, and then it'll be a colon, although I goofed up my template, but that's okay. You can kind of see the basic gist here. And then if size equaled the LMP dating, I've seen many people do size equal dates just like that, but you can put a comment on here on your dating, whatever sort of we like to have some sort of comment on dating. And then if there's an EGA by ultrasound, you would put 19 weeks 3 days. Placenta location, anterior, we always like to comment on the location of the os. Most likely default is free of os, but obviously make sure that you confirm that if you're going to use a template approach like this. Make sure you're reading thoroughly and not being lazy with your documentation, and then anatomy normal, and then any other comments you don't want to put right here. Needs a repeat in 4 weeks for further anatomy. Whatever kind of the comment is, if they needed to see cardiac outflow tracks, whatever comments you'll see sometimes. Then from here, what I like to do is then hit copy right here, so then you highlight it, Control C, review your doc. Don't review your lab yet, just review your doc, hit OK. And now close, and you'll come back to your result here on the ultrasound, and then hit paste, and then review your lab, timestamp it if you're feeling it. And then you can click right here, and you can immediately get to progress notes. If this was an example, so it wasn't associated with an office visit, but if it's associated with an office visit, then it'll actually pull up your progress notes. And so in order to get there, if it's not associated, is to click, we got to get this scripts figured out. This is driving me batty. Progress notes. Once you hit progress notes and my order is reviewed, then I can hit OK, and now I'm to the patient's progress note, which from here I would scroll to a pregnancy visit. This test patient doesn't have one, but if this was, then I could click on the pregnancy flow sheet right here, and then I've got it's already within my paste, and then I just go to my problem list and click paste, and then I'm done. Sort of an onerous process for documenting OB ultrasounds, one of the more workflow problematic things we do in ECW that I wish we could come up with a better way. If anybody has one, please feel free to comment on the video or send a message out to everybody. But that's just one way to do it. Any questions, feel free to pass them on. Do you guys, anybody else out there on the video today, on the call today, have any suggestions?
I just had a quick question. I've been documenting the the summary in the actual the lab window and not the document window. I can start
Totally fine.
changing that.
Nah, totally fine. I just do it right there because I'm actually looking at the report and I can type real time
Oh yeah, that makes
above,
sense.
and then I just copy it and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. That's the reason I do that, because then I don't have to leave the report to go to somewhere else to type in the result. You could do that like on a yellow sticky or a Word document or something like that. But while you got the ultrasound image in front of you, I like to be able to type my summary as I read it instead of going to a different screen. That's why I do it right on the document sheet. On the
That makes
document,
sense. That's why.
on the
Yeah, I've been doing the
document
yellow
note,
sticky thing,
on the
but that
document
makes
note.
total.
Does that make good sense?
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna have their different ways, and that's kind of the purpose, is to kind of chat about best practices. But that's the practice I've found to be the most efficient, and I think that's a good one. So check it out. Good thought.
Sounds good, Chris. Thanks.
Yeah, you bet. Anybody else have any comments? And I just wanted to show everybody the ACOG committee on this is the graph for redating an ultrasound based on sonography. So this asterisk means that if this is the LMP dating, less than or equal to 13 and 6/7 weeks, or less than or equal to 8 and 6/7 weeks, if then your crown rump length is more than 5 or 7 days different, then you would adjust the EDD and the dating for the ultrasound based on this, and you have all of your important data right down here. So I just sent this out to everybody in email. Really important to know how to properly date an ultrasound for obvious reasons. So anybody have any other questions, feel free to send them along. Thanks, everyone.